everyone, it's Puppet Apologies. Wrong voice. Damn it. Hello everyone, it's Puppet... Fuck, come on! Keep using the wrong voice. Shh. Hello everyone, it's Puppet Strings. Today, let's look at somebody who is extinct, because everybody likes extinct things. Well, not really, but you know. Number 10. Cubic was a pasta in the mid-90s. He was sort of like Ben Drowned before there was a Ben Drowned, kind of like before there was one, and then there was, and then there wasn't anybody, so there was kind of somebody. So, yeah. Okay. Some argue that he was an evil version of Cubert, an arcade game character, which is absolutely fucking false. I mean, come on, he's not jumping on squares that light up, for God's sakes, he's killing people. Cubic was a glitch spirit, which means that he was like Ben. He glitched technology, though after Y2K he mysteriously vanished. Some say it was because the computers mentally committed suicide and forgot to go to therapists. But you gotta admit, for 5 seconds you puppets believe computers are suicidal. Number 9. Like Ben and Cubic, Zeb is another technopasta. However, he was way before those two. He was known to glitch old phonographs and telephones of the day. He was pretty ruthless. He actually murdered over 300 people in a single month. However, his murders came to a screeching halt after 1942. Do you hear about it? Of course not. Because imagine going to the authorities over something like that. Officer, my sister got murdered by hand that came out of the phonograph. Ma'am, that's called a blowjob. It is completely normal. Number 8. Leonard is a demonic pasta that clings to the darkness in alleyways and strikes at anyone who doesn't compliment his eyes. Yeah, I know, right? What an attention getter. Leonard was basically like the Hat Man, but with no snappy dress codes, and just had white beady eyes with a slight yellow tint. Naturally, he waits for someone to come down the alley, and he stands in front of them and asks them, "Do you like my eyes?" If they reply no, he kills them. If they reply yes, the person will never be seen again. Leonard vanished himself after a killing spree in New York in 1989. But with the victims vanishing when they say yes, I'm sure he kidnaps them and takes them shopping and is like, "Oh my gosh, does this make my eyes look good?" But when they say no, he probably just slits their throats and just says, "Oh, you bastard." Number 7. Why this isn't number 1, I have no idea. Skull Kid is extinct. While many would argue, this just happens to be a bit more closer to home than imagined. Like many video game pastas, they have their EXE version, which is unlike the original video game character. In Skull Kid's case, he is extinct because, again, after strange electrocutions leading a trail to him, they all vanished. But of course, extinct pastas simply could be dormant and laying low. But why? Why are they laying low? They could just climb a tree, but no, they just have to lay low. They could just climb a fucking tree and lay high, but that means another thing now, doesn't it? Number 6. Despite his funny name, Four Eyes is a pasta from Prohibition, getting his name because of the notable 4 eyes on his face. He didn't really do much besides the occasional throat slitting and disappeared for some unknown reason. Until in 1976, the SCP Foundation had leaked information leading to his disappearance. It turned out to be a huge cover-up. They had taken him in for testing and it ended up killing 4 Eyes. Gah. Trust the government, they said. It'll be fun, they said. But no, they're taking experiments on a guy that's got 4 eyes, and that's not even a mean name, apparently. I wonder what they called him in school to piss him off. One Eye? Jesus Christ. Number 5. The most scariest, weirdest, and absolutely terrifying pasta. Bob! Yeah! No, seriously, Bob is extinct. A case in Russia had strange happenings as a family was attacked. A couple with 4 children didn't exactly have the best luck in the world. The children and father had been ripped apart, and the mother was chained to the top of the highest tree in their yard, which was at least 34 foot high. The woman was hysterical, but what the authorities got from her was that she saw something floating around her home and brutally murdering her family. And then after that, he seemed to rip himself apart in the process. Since then, Bob has not been cited, and that case was reported in 1997. Oh God, Bob is gone, probably because of his last name, Mr. Bob Up and Down in the Water. Number 4. Two Synth was an entity that enjoyed possessing middle-aged men and making them go ballistic. And when they were on the verge of losing everything, he would release them, and when the victim woke up, oblivious to everything that had happened. While this is a pretty dick thing to do, Two Synth had taken it too far. reportedly possessed a satanic priest in Mexico, and his fellow priests had exorcised him. And since then, two synths have never been heard of or seen of again. See, God doesn't always help. God is always up there like, hey, I got my own problems, fuck you, very much, I got shit to do. Number 3. Deroe is a vampire from Louisiana. He is a pasta associated because there had been a recording of him speaking of them personally. Deroe was also seen as a pillar of the community in New Orleans. Many times there had been people in trouble and he had bailed them out. However, one night, a week before Halloween to be exact, Deroe had been reported to be acting stranger than he normally is. As it turns out, Deroe had been interested in a girl from out of state and had been following her around every time she came to New Orleans for her job. The girl had been raped by 3 unidentified men, and the night before Halloween, 3 politicians went missing. And on November 3rd, 1999, 3 bodies were found in the alleyway, nearly decapitated with half of their lower spinal cord removed. The 3 political criminals were now dead, and the last we have heard from Deroe is a single note near the bodies that said, "Karma is a harsh mistress, so leave mine alone." Number 2. Jay Red was a quiet man that lived with his pregnant wife in a small, comfy home. Then Jay took him and his wife to a vacation, not exactly telling her what it was for. His wife had a miscarriage there that was caused by a guard in this so-called vacation, and Jay went ballistic and murdered the guard and the guard's brother and ate his corpse and his brother's corpse. Jay was poisoned along with his wife. This so-called vacation is what we know now as Jonestown. Man, they so drank the Kool-Aid. Okay, now I'm definitely going to hell for that joke. Definitely. I'm burning. You guys can't see it, but like my skin is sizzling like a sausage in the Waffle House. But not like one of those good Waffle Houses, like the ones where the waitresses ain't got no teeth, and the roaches are crawling on the waffles, and the coffee is made of baby tears, and broken condoms, and half-drank Pepsis. That's what I'm seeing. And that right there, that sentence right there was filled with a lot of copyright. Yeah. Number 1. Number 1 is a slight bit surprising. She is well known and is on the extinct list for numerous reasons. April Fools. April Fools is associated with Laughing Jack's circus trio, and she is extinct. She went extinct a long time ago. In 1933, she made her final kill, which was a 6-year-old boy. Witnesses caught her climbing out of the window, and she ran off and has never killed or has never been seen again. I hope all of you enjoyed this video. Think of the pastas like ivory. You love it so much, but it's pretty rare, so yeah, it's kind of going extinct because it is rare. Not really exactly, but you know. And remember, puppets, if you haven't been following my social media, which you so should do that. Seriously, I'm a nice person most of the time. Just a little bit. I'm not that good of a person, but I can fake. Yeah, no sex jokes included. The podcast with Snuff Bomb and Baptism on Fire will be up soon, and their channel links are down below, so give them a string click. You have been such a great audience, and sleep tight, my puppets, and god damn it, would you just exit out of the video and click on another one? What did I do to you people? Yeah, you don't have to do that if you don't want to. Okay, bye.